welcome to the second half of KISS Community Connections 103.1 KISS FM. I'm Phyllis Jones, and I'm still your host and your guest. So let's talk about jobs. We all need a job. Well, not we all, but a lot of us need a job. Some of us can use a fill-in job. Is what I mean is you're in between jobs, and in between, basically you had a good job, now you have a job just to make by and until you get another one. Well, during this hurricane season, FEMA has a whole bunch of jobs, and just go to FEMA.com and then go to jobs and you'll find them. They have they need staffing for TRS, they need paramedics, they need priority 1 people, which would be engineers, they need they need supervisors, they need disaster response team, they need a recovery program manager, they need engineers, they need representatives. And what a representative does is that you're the ones who would go out to the areas with your clipboard and all your information, and you would get people to fill out forms so they can get their FEMA assistance from there. So they're now hiring people to do that. Like I said, they need representatives, they need disaster relief assistance people, and they need customer representatives. So all those jobs are what FEMA needs, and you know what? You need to apply for them. Some of them are permanent and some will be temporary. So just to let you know, some of them are. They're not all in Houston. You can put down that you want to stay in Texas. So some of them are in Texas, they're in San Antonio, they're in Houston, Denton, Texas, and a couple other places. So if you only want to stay right home, right in excuse me, can't even talk. If you want to stay in Texas, you can. But if you want to be one of the people that moves, around with FEMA, you also can. Also, they have work that you can do from your house for FEMA. I might quit my job now. Joe, you want to quit your job? Because we can make $499 a day, Joe, working from home for FEMA. So, I might look into that, because if I could stay home and make that money for FEMA, I would. So also they even have a job, like I said, that you can start from home, at home. I think that's making good money, and you at your house. Oh, I'm good with that. I think I could do that all day long. Joe is sitting here with me going, because I don't even make $499 a day. Not even. So, y'all might not get your job, I might take it. Also, who's also hiring is in Fort Worth. They're hiring part-time people at Amazon Fresh. Sounds, and it actually is helping bringing delivery service to Fort Worth, Texas. They need to people need to apply for that. It's a part-time job. It's starting today, right now. So, we need to apply for them. Those of us with that want to work, that don't have a job. And like I said, the ones with FEMA that require you to travel, you can say, I only want to stay in Texas. Or you might be one of the ones that say, I can travel wherever, there's a disaster and FEMA wants me to go. I can also go. And also, let me tell you too, there's also an office in Austin, Texas, where FEMA has set up a permanent place. The Texas State NAACP has really worked really close with FEMA to, first of all, make sure they do what they're supposed to be doing, but also we want to help them make sure that their staff looks like a rainbow. A rainbow, because you don't need to be anywhere in any state really and your staff doesn't look like a rainbow of people, but we're making sure that the staff looks like a rainbow, and everybody knows what I mean, like a rainbow. So we're making sure that happens, and we put the information out there. So as we put the information out, please take it, and if you don't need it, I'm sure you know somebody else who does. And if you're a parent with a couch potato living in your house, I would make them apply for every job on FEMA's site. If they had to go to anywhere, I would get them there. So, couch potatoes, it's time to get up, shake it off, and get a job. For those of you who need to stay at home and work, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it right here. It says, you know, you can work from your house. So try that. And Fort Worth is hiring part-time jobs for Amazon Fresh. I want to ask, what is an Amazon gonna sell next year? We're gonna see a car lot that says Amazon because they're taking over. But they're gonna have a grocery delivery, and they're starting it out in Fort Worth. You know, they start things out in big cities first, so let's apply for them. And also through FEMA, they're gonna and with the Department of Defense, they've joined together for jobs. And we all know, so let me give it to you first. Yes, your criminal background has to be clear. It does, because you're dealing with a lot of people, places, and a lot of things. So yes, it has to be clear. And you know, lately, the other thing that has to be, I'm not going to say 100% clear and great and fantastic, but your credit needs to not look like, you know, people need to pull it out with a shotgun and shoot it. It doesn't need to look that bad either. So make sure those things are in place when we apply for these jobs. Now, some of you think these jobs are pie in the sky, but I'll tell you this. I went to a fast food restaurant, and I was talking to, well, one of the young men was there. I knew him. I actually knew him. So I was asking him, you know, how long he plans on, what is he doing while he's working at McDonald's? That was my question. But his answer to me was his family didn't have enough money to send him to school, college. And they really didn't know about scholarships. So thus, since they didn't know much about scholarships, they didn't know how to lead him to scholarships. So he's there. Well, I told him about the jobs with FEMA, and one of his co-workers was standing there listening. So he listening too. So I gave him the website to apply for a job with FEMA. I told him, just try it. What the heck, he doesn't know. Who knows? So what I found out was they both applied. I did not know. Well, Monday, while everybody was celebrating Labor Day, these two young men was packing their clothes and leaving because they got hired to work for FEMA, and they want to be they got hired as the disaster assistance representatives, which means they'll be going, person to person, helping them fill out their paperwork, making sure everything is okay. One of the young men, he's bilingual, so he'd be a big help because, you know, he's bilingual. But these two young men are gone. They're 20 years old, and they're happy to be gone. And they selected to work wherever there's a disaster. They didn't just say Texas. They just said wherever, because they're young, and they looked at that could help them get further. Because while you're working for FEMA, remember, they're taking care of everything for you. You know, where you go and all that. They're taking care of that, so you don't have that to worry about. But they're gone, and they're making some money. So when they come back, they'll be able to do a little bit more than what they were doing, and they'll have a little bit more money, but also they're going to leave with some experience. And who knows, they might be permanently working for FEMA. But even if they're only working with them through all these disasters, and remember, our disaster time as far as hurricanes and everything ends December 31st of every year. It's just not in August, it's September, and some in October. No, it actually ends December 31st. So if they work from now to then, making whatever they're going to be making, they're going to make more than what they would have did at fast food. They're going to get a wide range of experience of working with FEMA, so that can carry them further into what they really want to do in life. So don't say they're not going to hire me. Don't say I don't have it. You know, those excuses are gone. Let's get rid of them. It's time to unexcuse ourselves from everything that we excuse ourselves from. We need to stop doing that and just apply. And I would say apply for all of them. You don't know what you might be capable of doing. You know, sometimes if no one apply, you might not apply for a position that no one else has applied for, and you go back and apply for, and you might get it because nobody else applied, but you're closest to what they wanted. You get hired. We need to remember that you get hired. Some people are hired, and it's not because they have the greatest experience. No one applied for, so they're going to take the one that closely is to what they want, and they're going to take you, and you're it. So, like I said, the jobs with FEMA and the one with Amazon, try them out. Yes, go for them. See what they have to offer. Travel with them if you can. You know, do just Texas. And that's another way of helping, because you get to gain knowledge that you can bring back to your community and actually teach. You gain experience of talking to people from all walks of life that you would have never met. I would look at it as an exciting thing to do because it sounds great, to just, go and mingle with people and talk to them and listen, because sometimes you think you're living the life of a nightmare and you go out and talk to people and you realize you need to be quiet, shut up, and move on with what you're doing because somebody else has something, to tell you that's more involved than what you think. So let's get off the train of they won't hire me and let's check it. It doesn't require much. Everybody has a smartphone, so use your smartphone smartly and go to FEMA, under FEMA jobs, and get some of these jobs. And also, if what needs to be done, we know now, after all this is over, and even as we speak, construction jobs are going to go through the roof because there's a lot of repairing to do. A lot of repairing to do. There's years of repairing to do. So, if anybody has construction under their belt, any kind of construction under your belt, I would suggest that you link yourself with some contractor and work because there's a lot of work to be done. And you know what it is to take to rebuild the town. It takes all jobs, all knowledge and all skills to help do that. So do that. And if you have a bunch of, I'll say men or women, and let's say 10 of you all put together, have different experiences, come together, become a company, incorporate yourself, and get in on this. Don't let these things go by simply because we don't think we can do it. When we have people who bid for contracts and get them, and they might not have the manpower to do it, but guess what? They were smart enough to get that contract. They're smart enough to go and get it. Then they go back and do the work, because I will go get the contract. I'd go out there and fight for that contract, and then I'm going to come back and say, listen, I got this. I'm going to say, this is what you need to be doing. This is what and then we're all a company and we're going to go to work. So I'm going back to saying what I said in the first time. When these disasters happen, everybody don't stop and focus on doing the same thing. Don't do that. What we need to do is divide and conquer. Remember what else goes into making one thing happen. A lot of things go into it, so we need to do that and focus on that and make it as strong as possible. So that's my information and what I'll say about what we need to do about our disasters. Now I'm going to go on and talk about an event that's coming up. October the 7th in Killeen on Avenue D between Gray and 8th. Our Texas State, not a local, listen to me good, the Texas State NAACP Health Chair and the Texas State NAACP Education Chair, which is myself, we're having a pre-convention health and informational event. Like I said, downtown Killeen on Avenue D between 8th and Gray. At this event, first of all, it's free to the public, free to everybody. We're going to do flu shots, HIV testing, vision screening. The Veterans Health Van will be there. Every agency that gives out things for the community, that does things for the community, will be there. Such as the WIC program, they'll be there. Talk about the WIC. Child abuse, we'll have information about child abuse. The the Bell County Child Welfare Board people will be there. There are different agencies, like I said, that do things for our community will be there to give out their information, to do what they do, to talk about what they talk about, but to make you aware as a community. We're going to have, is there going to be a food truck there? Yes, there'll be food there. But also we're going to have some little bit of, I guess, you want to throw in some entertainment. A couple of weeks ago, if you listened to the show, I had the Nighthawks, which is an ABA basketball team. They're going to be there, and they're going to talk about sports health or clinic, whatever it is they talk about. What is it, Joe? Is it sports health? What is it? What you call it? Sports health? When the skills? Yeah, they're going to talk about skills and all that has to do with basketball, and they're going to talk about what an ABA basketball team was or is. Also, what I did not know was Fort Hood has a ABA basketball team, and they also contacted to see if they can come out. And of course, we said yes because it's all about the community. It's not about us. And so, yes, they're coming. They're going to be there, and they're going to bring a street hoop. So, yes, come on out and challenge them to a fun and healthy game of basketball because they'll be there. They definitely will be there. But also for those who are interested, we're going to host a free Red Cross training. Free, Free, Red Cross training, free 99. It's going to be at 2 o'clock. And it'll be in a building, and we'll let you know where, but it's going to be at 2 o'clock. We'll have laptops for everybody to use, so you know that won't be a problem. And the training for Red Cross is free. Should you go for the training? Yes. Why? Because we don't know when a disaster is going to happen, and the training won't be for you to go anywhere. You won't go anywhere. You really won't go anywhere unless you want to. You can pick up and travel if you want, or you can stay here. But the training will teach you, first of all, how to open up a Red Cross Center, what a Red Cross Center actually looks like, how to set it up, what goes in it, and how it's supposed to run. You'll learn about everything the Red Cross is supposed to be doing that we often say they don't, which to me would mean a plus to be trained. Because if I know how a center is supposed to run and I am Red Cross certified, then guess what? For the next hurricane, I can get myself and our people together, and we can open up a Red Cross Center and make sure it's trained for the people that needs to be. Because as of right now, we're not trained, so guess what? Anybody else gets to open up a Red Cross Center and they get to run it. And we get to be the ones to complain and say they're not doing what they need to do. Well, to me, if you're not doing what you need to do, then I need to learn your job and then do it. So we need to be Red Cross trained, so we'll know exactly what goes on and how. The more knowledge we have, the more power we have, and the more we can do. So there's going to be a free Red Cross training at 2 o'clock, October the 7th. Come downtown Avenue D, find myself, Phyllis Jones, our health chair, Carol Moore. We will be wearing shirts that say Texas State NAACP, so you'll be able to find us. They'll be blue or yellow gold. You'll be able to also, you'll see Terry Mustafa. He's our Veterans Affairs chair. He'll be there, but find one of us and we'll walk you you'll go into the building where the training will be held. Like I said, for everybody, the cost is free 99. You need to show up. We will have laptops for you to use, so that won't be an excuse. I don't have a laptop. We'll have some laptops donated to us for that training to have. So Carol Moore, she is our disaster relief chair for the state of Texas. So she's very well trained. In fact, right now she's running 2 centers in Houston, not just one. She's going back and forth. And so she knows how to put it all together. But she will be doing the training. The training, I understand from her, is about an hour. So you're going to get a 16-hour training in 1 hour, which means you need to be ready, because I want you to 16-hour training. But she's going to do it in 1 hour, and I'm not going to say 1 hour, closed door, shut, she's finished. No, but her training takes an hour. I've given her, the event is from 10 to 4, excuse me, I didn't say that. The event is 10 to 4. I set her training at 2, because just in case it goes over, it's fine. It's okay. There's no problem with that. And I don't know if I said HIV testing, but we'll be doing that too. It will be done in privacy. It won't be done, out publicly. But we'll have all agencies there. If there's an agency that has not heard from me and you are available, show up with your table and your chairs. You can't be I'm not asking for organizations. Remember, I'm asking for agencies that do things for the public. So if you are an agency, you do something for the public, your space is free. Bring your table and chair, set it up. I do not know how many people are going to come, so please don't ask me that, because it's a free event. The food is not free. Food at the food truck isn't free. In fact, I've just said the food at the food truck is only $5. You're going to be able to get a meal from a food truck for $5. And since this is a health fair, no soda. So no soda, no pop, whatever you want to call it, none of that. You need water. So we will have a food truck there to serve you. Like I said, come on out and challenge the 2 ABA basketball teams in a game. I don't care how old you are or how young you are. Come on and challenge them. It's all a part of health, because sports is health, is burning calories and keeping us all in fitness shape. So come on out. If we're missing something that you think we need to do, contact me on Facebook, or you can go to mykiss1031.com. Find me on there, and you can email me through KISS, and I check that on you might say, and it's a free whatever exam or free something that we can do. Let us know, because we want to give the community what they need. We picked Avenue D for a whole bunch of reasons. One, the homeless shelters down the street. There's a domestic violence shelter nearby, and a lot of homeless people that are in that area. And we have a lot of children that we know they can't get to where all these things are. So we're going to be centrally located there. Now, if there is an organization and you have something free to hand out, you know, you might have some free something to hand out to everybody that comes. Facebook me, inbox me, and let me know so we can talk about it, because there is one group that I know said that they wanted to give out something to everybody that came. It meets the health needs that we're talking about, and we've said yes. We said yes, they can. So we don't really want to turn anybody away. But remember, the only person selling anything that day would be from the food truck, and it's only $5. So I want everybody to come and bring your kids. Bring your kids. Bring your family. Our homeless people there, we'll leaflet them and let them know. So we've taken care of that. But most important, what we want to do is serve the community and give the community what they need and what they want. And like I said, if I have not named something that you think the community needs, let me know. And we will try our best to add it in, because we don't want anything or anybody left out from getting any piece of information or any free testing out there. We don't want to miss anybody, and we don't want anybody to not come because we didn't offer that one little thing that they had. We even have site counselors coming out. So, you know, I'm not saying all crazy people come, but, you know, we have site counselors that are coming, that if you want to talk to them one-on-one, you know, you're not going to get a session with prescriptions and all that, but if you want to talk to them one-on-one about an essential need, they will be there. They will have a place where they can take you and actually talk to you, you know, and get things moving. You know, the Veterans Health Van will be there, but also we'll have some veteran organizations there that will help you with, you know, talk about how you do your paperwork, what you need to build your paperwork, because as we know, dealing with the VA is not like easy thing to do. Sometimes there's a little difficulty in there. So we'll have somebody there for that. And like I said, I met this lady. She told me she was a psych nurse. I'm like, oh, we need you. So she's agreed to come, and she's going to let the rest of her department come. So like I said, come October the 7th, which is a Saturday, from 10 to 4 to Avenue D between Gray and 8th. Is there parking? Yes. Before you get to Avenue D, there's a parking lot on Santa Fe. You can park there. It's free parking. You can park there. There's plenty of parking. So park there, walk around the corner, and come out and see us. If I've left anything off, call me and let me know. Everybody mostly has my phone number, or just inbox me on Facebook and let me know. And we, like I said, we're here to serve the community, to make sure the community gets what they need. And anybody else want to come on board and not help us, because we, you know, it's 3 of us, so that's all the community we need, but help us make it a success by bringing something else to the table, please ask. And like I said, we will do what we can do to make it happen. Or if you can do it and make it happen, that's all the more, because we want to have the information. We want to do testing, and also we want to provide some fun. Like I said, the ABA basketball team are there for some fun and health, but they're there in this fun. So if there's another group like that wants to come out and do something, you know, just as health and fun, let us know, because we're not into saying no. We're into serve. That's what we're about. That's what we do. And this is our way of giving back. And it's our pre-convention event. So we're going to be there in the streets. We'll be there in the community. Come out and see us. Flyers will hit the community starting Monday. Flyers will be out to bring more people in and to make more people aware of it. And if you want to know more about it, like I said, hit me up. If you think I forgot something, hit me up. And if there's some testing that you think we could do and you want to know if we can do it, same thing, let me know. Because like I said again, I'll say over and over again, we're here to serve. We're not here to take. We're not here to loan. We're not here to borrow. We're here to serve. That's the chief reason that we exist. And between the health chair, education chair, and the Veterans Affairs chair, we want to serve the community. And this is our biggest way of saying, hey, this is what we want to give you. This is what we have to offer. But by all means, the Red Cross training, take it. It's free. It's not costing you anything but time. that time can later on transfer into serving. You know, we do complain a lot about, I'll say the Red Cross, because I do too, you know, about them not doing what they're doing. Well, the best way to fix that is you learn what to do and you do it. Because all the things we say they're not doing, we could be trained to do the same thing. Next time there's a disaster in Killeen, we could be ready to set up a center. We can call, hey, listen, you know, so also from the Red Cross, I've been trained. I want to set up a center right in Killeen. Then we can't complain anymore about what the Red Cross is doing, because we will be part of the Red Cross to make sure that we know what's being done, that the people are being given the paperwork basically and all the information. We can make sure of that. But until we do that, it's kind of hard to complain. It really is kind of hard to complain, because we're not doing anything to fix it or to talk about it. So so we need to fix that and come out for the training and come out for the event. Also on the 14th of October, we're going to have a basketball clinic, yeah, for middle school, and I'll say elementary, because some elementary kids are kind of tall, because most fifth graders are taller than me, and I'm only 5'1", but still there's some elementary kids that are taller than me. But you know, we're going to have a basketball clinic, and it's free for middle school and elementary school. Reason why we say middle and elementary, because high school, they're already preparing for the games of school, so we don't want to interfere with that. But you come out to the Killeen Community Center from 9 to 4 on the 14th of October. The sports clinic and the information and the little games and whatever will be free. Like I said, once again, I'm talking about free 99. Here we are again, but we're doing this free for the public, free for our kids. I'm not gonna say girls can't come. You did not hear me say that. I'm just saying middle school and elementary, if you're, you know, of height. You know, now if you're a first grader, I don't think you can make. I really don't think you make the team unless you're really extremely tall. But we're offering this free to the public. Will we serve food? Of course we will. How much will the food cost? That famous price of free 99. Oh wow, how can we do that? But once again, we're here to serve. This will be between, once again, our state health chair, which is Carol Moore, and state education chair, which is myself, Phyllis Jones. And once again, we're here to serve and promote. Why are we doing this? Because it's fun. We always seek to do different things no matter where we are as far as giving back. So we're doing something on the 7th, but on the 14th, we want to include groups of people that we never include. We've never included a basketball association or group or club, I don't know what they call themselves, to do anything. We never have. So we thought this year, hey, let's let them do something. Let's let them do something. And guess what? It's still under the theme of health. It's still in health, because sports is health. It's still in the realm of education, because you have to learn. So again, we're serving. Killeen Community Center, October 14th, from 9 to 4, free, food, free. I don't know how many times I can say that and you not get it, but you know, and I don't know where you can go for sports clinic, education, and how to get into the ABA and what it's all about. I don't know how you can get into there. I don't know how you can get into there and say, you know, you didn't know, but like I said, it's free, and we want to make sure that our community knows. Flyers about that will also go out. I'm going to attempt to get them through distributor. I can't even say that word, through KISD, and I don't think that'd be hard, because we're not charging our families or anything to come out. So I want to thank you for listening to KISS Community Connections 103.1 KISS FM. If you missed the show, you can go to mykiss1031.com, go to Community Connections, drop down, and my shows are there. I hope you took some notes. And, you know, and y'all need to beat me and Joe before we apply for those jobs and we be gone, because the money sounds really good. But I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.